Hey guys, how's it going? And today I'm going to be talking about Community Day, which did happen recently, and it was actually the first ever one because they plan on doing this once every month, which seems to be a good idea, and I'm going to be getting into that in a little bit. But I have to tell you about what exactly went down because I couldn't exactly record Community Day because I was a bit busy. But not only got one shiny Pikachu, I actually got two. So thanks to my brother because I was really busy, but one's a male and one's a female. So if they do ever actually add hardcore Pokemon mechanics, if they ever do breeding, that does mean I have a higher chance of getting a shiny Pichu from an egg if they ever do that. Like if you can do that, because that's how the game works, like at least the original one does. But still, we got two shinies, so that's gonna add more to the shiny squad. So now I'm gonna have two separate divisions of the shiny squad, yet now the second one's not fully complete. But I will be evolving into Shiny Raichu right now as I go over some of the things that I have to tell you about because of this Community Day event, the good and the bad. But I'll bring that up in a second because, let me turn on the recording right now. We have Shiny Pikachu. Okay. Stupid bugs, second time. Okay, we have Shiny Pikachu 1, which is the female one, which is 419 CP. That has certainly caught attention, HP, and certainly impressed. So pretty good stats. Then we have number 2, which is a male, which is 493 CP. So Raichu CP is going to be higher. Problem is about it though, it is not likely HP and not out of the norm, which is not good for stats. So I will be evolving the female one, because, you know, I might as well have the one that's better in IVs and just a little bit worse in CP rather than the one that's good in CP but bad in IVs. So, let's do this. This is gonna be our first Raichu shiny. And we're filling up the Pokedex of shinies. We are, as I actually am evolving this now, let me tell you guys the ones I just need left. I need Sableye, the 2 raid ones, which are Mawile and Absol, and Shiny Pichu, and then we're completely done. Actually, wait, Shiny Glalie, but I'm waiting to get another Shiny Snorlax before I do that. But look at that, Shiny Raichu in the Pokedex, and he looks a little bit like orangish. It is 1107 CP. It lost Surf, sadly, but it does have Volt Switch and Thunder Punch, so that's a pretty good moveset for a Raichu. But now we have so many shinies now. I think I might take out the Shiny Duskull in replace for Raichu in the main team, but at the same time I kind of like the shiny squad how it is. Maybe because like it would be a bit orange, it would go in with the Magikarp, because since I evolved into the Gyarados it wasn't 2 blues, 2 reds, and 2 golds. But maybe I'll just add another team and make shiny squad version 2. And so yeah, we have Shiny Raichu now, which is insane. But now it's time for me to talk about the good and the bad that had to come from the community event. Alright, so this event had a lot going good for it, but it also had a bit going bad for it. So let me talk about what's good about it first, is that it really did help the community get closer together. There was so many, thanks to the Sylph Road, there were so many groups of people that went together, especially the one at Long Beach and a few at like just different places as well. Like, I think there was one also in a park around here that I wasn't able to make it because I also wasn't able to make it to the Long Beach one, sadly. I wonder how many shiny Pikachus I would have gotten if I went there, which I will also get to that in a second. But I thought it was a really good event for just getting people closer together, because I saw on Twitter just all the people that were just grouping together at all these different places, which I thought was really cool and I sadly had to miss out on. But the good thing about it was that it was only 3 hours. So it was a good event for like XP and all that if you went hardcore just evolving and catching a bunch of stuff. So it was pretty good on the fact that it wasn't a lot of time, so it didn't overstay its welcome. I don't think really a lot of events overstay their welcome really, because like the Christmas event lasted a very, very long time, but I didn't feel like it was actually that overdrawn. I actually really liked it too. I wish I got another Snorlax, but still, there's just a pretty hard Pokemon to get in the first place, and now he's like nearly impossible. I think I'd probably call him the Lotad of snowy weather, but I don't know. I don't have confirmation yet if Snorlax starts spawning everywhere if it is snowing. But if you have dealt with that, please tell me down below, because I actually do want to know if Snorlax starts spawning a lot if it's snowing, which around here, I don't think you'll be seeing a lot of snow. But yeah, it was a good event. I really liked just everything that was going for it. Like, I know that's going to be once every month now, so it is kind of cool that it's like a monthly event that we'll be getting all the time. And it is going to be like a special Pokemon every single time with a special moveset. Maybe not even always a special moveset, but I actually think this is a good way to introduce shinies, because see, the Shiny Pikachu, he was already out as a shiny, but they brought him out anyways just so, because because of the old special Surf Pikachu which they had on the cards. Well, I thought this was a pretty cool idea that they gave Pikachu Surf and that they made it so he's possibly shiny, but this is actually a good way for Niantic to introduce a lot of shinies. Like if they wanted to add, let's say next event's Lotad, they can introduce shiny Lotad. They could just slowly introduce them instead of just dropping all of them at the same time, being all, good luck, you're gonna run into a bunch. But it is kind of cool that every single time they come out with new Pokemon, usually 1 or 2 are shiny. But yeah, it's a pretty good idea of how to introduce shinies or just to bring old ones back. Like, what do you guys think? Because I put a poll on my Twitter, but you could also put down below if you believe the next community day is gonna be either a new Pokemon that's gonna be possibly shiny or one that's already shiny that we can also get again. Because if they hopefully do Sableye, then that's gonna be another one of my shiny lists that I don't need to deal with anymore, because this event made it super easy to get 2 more that I just didn't have yet because I wasn't able to make it to the Pikachu events because they were kind of all the way on the other side of the world. But now it's time to talk about the bad, because there was a lot that went well for it, but there was also some things that I have a little bit of a problem with. Like, there's like small gripes, but the thing is, I feel like they made the shinies a little bit too easy. My ratio for shinies was 1 out of 3. Now, or 4, sort of. It was kind of weird because literally I wasn't expecting that many shinies that easily from this event. And actually, I gotta be completely honest, I only had 10 to 15 minutes of actually doing the event, and I got 2 shinies from it. So I'm actually very afraid of how many Pikachus I would have actually gotten if I was there for the full 3 hours. But that's the problem about it though, is that now Shiny Pikachu is made so easy to get that it's not that much of a big deal if you have a Shiny Pikachu or a Shiny Raichu. It's kind of like it overfilled the amount of Shiny Pikachus that should have been possible to get, because like it's kind of like it's not as rare anymore now. Like now it's super rare, but the thing is just like the fact that getting a Shiny Pikachu, it's like, well, now pretty much everyone else has it, so it's not that big of a deal. There was 2 events for Shiny Pikachu, one of them sort of, because it was the mall kind of events that were all the way over at the other side of the world. But it was kind of like an event for a lot of things too, like Shiny Magikarp was all over the place as well. But still, it's like this thing was kind of throughout the entire world, so it made it super easy for everyone to get Shiny Pikachu. Which is, I guess it's completely fine. It gets more people to want to play the game, seeing that they could get shinies, but at the same time, it just made it so easy that so many people have shinies now that it's just like, yeah, I have Shiny Pikachu now. Because instead, like if it was Shiny Snorunt, I would be freaking out and throwing my phone and throwing my camera. But now it's kind of like, they were so easy to get, it's like, I don't know. It's just, I kind of like the event. Hopefully they make the shiny ratio just a little bit lower next time, just so it's not so easy to get so many. But yeah, those were my thoughts of the community event. We got ourselves Shiny Raichu, which I gotta say, I do enjoy. Like, I am happy that I did get Shiny Pikachu and Shiny Raichu, which I've been wanting for a very long time. It's just I feel like the rarity factor of them is not as high as it was before, but now it's just a lot easier. But thank you guys so much for watching, and this has been me getting just new shinies and talking about the community event. And we have some new additions to the Shiny Squad, which will be something big for the next video. A little sneak peek to the next episode, actually. I'm going to be telling you guys actually how you can win these shirts, which I got for the channel. There's only a few of them, but I will tell you how you can get them in the next episode. See ya!